Hey, hi there boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. Right, we have some more Ace Mastery replays for you. And first up, we have Geza from Geza 187 from GTC1. And I think this is the first Mastery he sent me, so... And he's rolling out in the ARL 44 on Fort Despair. And yeah, it's an interesting replay, this one, because a lot of people ask, you know, how to get Ace Masteries, and I mean, the very simple answer is do lots of damage, but you can't always guarantee doing that. But one thing that you do have control over is if an Ace Mastery is something you particularly want, or you want to particularly master a tank, then there are a couple of things you can do to help you along the way. One of which is play supremacy, because Ace Masteries are awarded on the number of XP points earned at the end of the battle, and there are several things that can earn you XP, one of which is capping bases in Supremacy. So more people win Ace Masteries in Supremacy games than in encounter battles. So if you're capping bases, you will pick up more base XP for that. Another thing you can do is track targets. If you track targets and your teammates put damage in afterwards, you will earn more XP for that. If you are spotting, if you're the forward-most tank and you're putting in the damage, you will earn more base XP for that. So there are a number of different things. It doesn't just come down to number of kills and the amount of damage you do. Obviously, those are two very large factors in how much XP you earn. But it isn't just down to that. And to a certain extent, you've got to be a little bit lucky. You've got to hope that your teammate are good enough to put you in a position to potentially win the game, but bad enough not to take a lot of kills or put in a lot of damage. And ultimately, the enemy team's got to be quite obliging and you know, be prepared to not play particularly well. So it is a combination of different things. And as you can see, Geza's here. He's having a good game. He's capped a base. He's tracked vehicles. He's putting damage into lots of different vehicles. He's already taken 3 kills. And he's racked up over 2,000 damage here. Now, on the face of it, it doesn't look like a spectacular game, and to a certain extent, it isn't. It's a very, very good game. It's not taking anything away from Geza at all. But there's nothing hugely spectacular about it. There's nothing hugely OP about it. He just does a very, very good, solid job, hitting multiple targets and making sure that he's taking active actions that contribute to the team's win, which ultimately bring home an Ace Mastery for him. So as you can see, we're now in a situation where it's a 3-on-2. We've got 2 enemy tanks to clear up. Both of them are one-shots. So all he's got to basically do is hope one of these guys pokes, which our friend over here does. Geza clears him up for kill number 4. And very, very quickly, our last tank is taken out and they take the win. So yeah, very, very nice game indeed from Geza there, and yes, he is in fact rewarded with an Ace Mastery, just over 2,600 damage and 4 tanks destroyed. Well played indeed, my friend. Thank you for sending the replay. Okay, here we are with the Virus 2020, and he's in GTC1 also, and he's in the T69, the auto loading medium, and he's actually in a platoon with yours truly. That's my gameplay up in the top right. I'm in the Progetto 46. I have an okay game, nothing too spectacular. I think I pick up I pick up a couple of kills anyway. But you're going to see Virus here. He's going to play a fantastic game. So we're here on Dynasty's Pearl, and myself, we're going to roll around the left flank of the D cap over here, and as you can see, it's not being pushed on too aggressively by the enemy team. However, there is another Progetto over there, so we're gonna head over here. I'm just off to the left. Virus here is going to get down here and whack some shells into the side of the Progetto. That reduces him down to a 1-shot. He's also going to stop and cap the base here, and I clear up the Progetto for kill number 1 for me, whilst Virus here caps off the base. Again, all things that help you earn an ace mastery. So with the base capped, we're now going to move towards the red tanks, and this is where we actually get split up a little bit here. I end up getting into a brawl with a load of heavy tanks, which is probably not a good idea, but that's the sort of thing I do sometimes. And Virus is going to head down here to and hold this corner against the multiple enemy medium tanks, and there's a TD down there as well. So he's doing his very best to get to the back of the target, get his full clip into a tank, and then move on. Which he's now accomplished. He's managed to pick up just over 1,000 damage now. And as you can see, the game is looking okay for us at this point. We're 2 bases up and we're even on tanks. So on the face of it, you'd say, yeah, this is looking okay. However, start to lose tanks, and very, very quickly. Our friend here is going to find himself getting pushed on. He's pretty much in control at the moment in time. His hit points are looking fairly healthy. He's managed to clear. He's managed to help clear up that target there. So we're just under 2,000 damage now. But as you can see, the situation's changed somewhat, and that now they're a tank down. How that one bounced or what it bounced on, I really don't know. I've noticed since the recent update, bounces just seem to be happening much more often now than they ever did. Unfortunately, yes, that one he does get a bounce there. Now he gets pushed on by the T-54 here, gets him tracked up beautifully. That prevents him from pulling back immediately. Virus here is going to take the opportunity to throw all 3 shells straight into him there. So he's racked up 2,700 damage now. But as you can see, it's a 2-on-2, but his teammate is a one-shot TD. So he's got to be careful here. He's got to be very, very careful indeed. Now, thankfully, these last 2 tanks are also one-shots, but he himself has now been reduced down on 1-shot. So this is looking very, very tense. Now, he manages to clear up T-54 there beautifully. The enemy heavy is now going to roll over on the TD and get him cleared up. So Virus comes down here, and he's got to hope, or he's betting on that he's got his reload quicker than the enemy tank, and he clears him up for another kill. So fantastic game there from Virus, picking up well over 3,200 damage. Takes a couple of kills. What's that? Over almost 1,300 base XP. So yes, he picks up a well-deserved ace mastery. Thank you very much indeed. No, well played. Okay, our last game is from SpongeBob Carrypants from Barmy. And he's going to be rolling out an Tier 9 in the Waffle Tractor, a very, very popular TD, becoming very, I think it's one of the most played tanks in the game now. This certainly at Tier 9 it is. Now sometimes I don't really feature a lot of TD games because ultimately they can be a bit boring. Even though they're high damage, I mean, sitting in one location and simply sniping across map doesn't make for a very interesting video. However, it's going to have a situation here because SpongeBob's driven forward. He's not parked at the back of the map, and he's going to be in the situation on the heavy flank, and he's just going to keep pouring in the damage at these guys, and he's going to do it very, very effectively. Now, as you can see, we've got a couple of enemy TDs off to the left there. He knows he's got at least one heavy tank in front of him, and you can see he's using the buildings as cover. I mean, the one thing you don't do in this type of tank is really worry too much about angles. He doesn't have any armor, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. But he's going to drop back here and whack in a nice 700 alpha roll there. So he's already picked up 1,300 damage, and he's looking very, very healthy at this point. However, as you can see, the green team has 2 tanks down. So he does need to be careful and do his best to pour in the damage here, but not take a huge amount of damage back in return. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's just going to be careful, patient play, take his opportunities, and throw in the damage whilst hopefully not receiving any damage back in return. So throws out another shell there, and that's put him up to looks like almost 3,000 damage now. There's a very healthy amount of alpha with this tank. So he blind shots through there, takes out the other waffle tractor, and picks up his first kill. So everything's actually looking okay for SpongeBob at this point. The game has evened up somewhat. They're now 4 tanks apiece, and he's still looking very, very healthy. So again, more patient play, waiting for his reload. Comes out backwards and sticks one straight through the side there and clears this guy up for kill number 3. So he's getting the opportunities here to quickly now get rid of these one-shot tanks, which he's done very efficiently. And as you can see, this has that sort of holding position that he played in the middle of the map there, reducing tanks down, taking out one-shot tanks, has completely changed the battle. They're now tanks up. However, they do have 2 fairly healthy Emil 1s over here. Emil 1, very OP tank at the moment, runs a very high win rate, certainly one that's probably going to get a nerf in the very near future. So again, he's got the opportunity here to just keep rolling over and sticking the high alpha shots into this tank here. And as you can see, he's now been reduced to a one-shot. Sponge has got his reload about to pop, so we're just going to clear this guy up for kill number 5. And takes the win. Just a fantastic job of solid, consistent tanking there. And yeah, look at that, 6,000 damage, picks up 5 kills, and a well-deserved ace mastery. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, boys and girls, I'd like to thank the contributors to the video this week. I'd like to thank you all for watching and supporting the channel. And as always, good hunting and bye for now.